DDG's album flop changed his whole personality. Oh damn, that's crazy. Did DD? Did y'all say DDG album flop? I listened to the album, gang. The reaction I did is on the channel. I actually thought it was pretty solid. I didn't think. I guess they saying flop in terms of numbers. I don't know. Y'all let me know what's going on. But we about to react to this video. Let's log in.
What's poppin', y'all? It's crazy how the numbers will humble you or will cause you to switch up your personality. Because in this scenario, DDG, when you think of DDG, what do you think of? You think of numbers, you think of clout, you think of money, you think of flashy, you think of cars, you think of homes, you think of fame. That's really probably one of the first things you think about is money. Well, DDG recently on his birthday, 10/10, October 10th, he dropped his album Moo, which is a nickname given to him. Oh, I think he's had that nickname for a while, but it's a nickname that his chick, his girl, I don't know if she's his official girl yet, India Love, who blew out or brought him some birthday candles. He dropped his album on that day. He said this was going to be his most personal album yet. I listened to a couple of tracks. I listened to the first track, and then there was that 17 More Years track. He does open up a bit more, at least just on the tracks that I listened to thus far. I got to check out the rest of it. Of course, it's only fair that I listened to the album. But what people were focused on was his first day streams, which is quite a new phenomenon. Like first it went from first week's, or it went from plaques, which is, oh, did this thing went platinum? And they're like, oh wow, that thing went platinum. And however many months later or years later to first week sales, and then now they're talking first day streams. So they were posting about that, and then DDG addresses it in the following clip that I'm gonna play for you guys right now.
Wait, I feel like a lot of people, well, let me not say a lot of people, because it probably popped up on my algorithm, but I seen a lot of videos, a couple videos of people reacting to the album. Like, I feel like it did get a good amount of streams, but I don't know. It did kind of like die down a little bit, but maybe that's just because I don't be online like that. I don't know. But
yeah, this music then got so bad that talking about first day streams, bro. Come on, bro. Like, Jesus. What has the music industry become? When I remember back in the day, bro, it was about music being nostalgic and being a part of a moment in your life. I listen to certain albums and it brings me back to when I was a kid. Nowadays, it's all about who can get the most numbers and who can get the most streams. How about we start enjoying music for what music is?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, gang. I never heard of first day streams. That's OD. That's OD. I've never heard of first day streams. First week sales, yeah, but it ain't even. Has it been a week? Oh yeah, today's Saturday. So like I heard of first weeks, but I just felt like that's another way to like kind of shame or kind of like play an artist. Cause like, come on, bro. First day, damn, give a nigga a chance to let the shit breathe. Like, damn, I just dropped it 5 minutes ago. How many streams you got? All it flopped. Like, damn, gang. Can you give it a chance for niggas to see it? I'm just saying. I don't know.
Art. And last time I checked, when I think of art, I never thought of a number. Have you ever painted a number? No. Make something creative out of his mind.
Now this is absolutely hilarious. DDG talking about how about we enjoy music for what it is. I remember when music was this and that. Well, me personally, I remember when streaming or content was not about what the views the person had, but it was just like,
damn, that dude sounded a little different coming from DDG. Only because this is a guy who played a guy off of his chat not moving. I feel like this is the same example. I did this example before, but he reacted to this dude, and I guess his chat, he didn't have a lot of viewers on his stream, so his chat wasn't moving as much as DDG's chat was, and DDG kind of like, yeah, I mean, he shamed him for it. Like, yo, gang, your chat, I've been watching your video for 5 minutes and your chat ain't moved. Like, from a person with that perspective. And then, you dig what I'm saying? That do sound a little different, but Hey man, listen.
Yo, you resonate with this. You mess with it, especially streaming. Streaming was never really that crazy about the view count. A lot of people just did it. The early people that are some of the biggest streamers now, they just did it straight out of the love. That dude Ninja, which this is why I cannot take any level of disrespect levied towards Ninja. That dude was streaming Halo for years. He was like a pro Halo player. Probably, again, barely any viewers, probably like less than a couple hundred. That guy just loved the game so much. Streamed Halo, just streamed what he loved, and then boom, blows up. It's one of the most organic, beautiful things you could ever witness. But DDG responds, and this is not, he doesn't respond to this, but a fan of his responds and says, quote, numbers don't matter. And he shows 5 days earlier. DDG says, DDG equals peak viewership. It definitely doesn't equal peak album sales or streams, that's for sure. Take notes on how people's views be next week. Hashtag the program. Should I petty and start my stream when he start to F his views up? 3 laughing emojis. This is when he was going back and forth in the beef that he had with Jay Cinco, who he's since patched it up with. But clearly he's flexing those numbers. So when people judge him by numbers, now he's talking about, oh man, numbers don't matter, you know, this and that. And I will be fair to DDG in this scenario. The way that he dropped this album, it wasn't even like the last one. Like Blame the Chat, people saw the whole process. He was recording it during his hit-a-thon. So there was a lot of momentum leading into that. I think that one sold maybe somewhere between 8 to 13K first week, which I said was solid for DDG. You got to keep in mind, disregarding the fact that DDG is he still with Epic? He's signed to some sort of a label, or he's got distribution. I'm pretty sure he's signed to a label. So it will come out under the record label, but they're not treating DDG like, oh, we need to make this shake. We need to make this move. In order, he's on Epic Records. He's with Sony. So in order for them to do something like that, he's got to either have a single, he's got to give them the single ahead of time, he's got to prepare a lot of different stuff, he's got to do a bunch of press for them to really support it. So I think DDG, he put his music career on the back burner, and fans are even noticing it. Not his music career in terms of the quality of the music career, because people are actually messing with the quality of the music. A music reactor, very popular one by the name of No Life Shack, said, not gonna lie, y'all gotta start giving DDG his flowers with this music-ish. 100 emoji, bouquet of flower emoji, and like No Life Shack, you could say, okay, this guy, no, he doesn't make music. That's another guy that makes music. I don't know that No Life Shack makes music, but this is a guy that's reacted to a lot of music. He's gonna be fair. He doesn't have a reason to say DDG's music is good if it's not. But an artist,
nah, DDG definitely, he definitely has elevated. I reacted to one of his videos of his first song. You dig what I'm saying? Back when he first started, of course he elevated. That was back in 2017. Well, at least from what I've seen, it was one of his first songs. And yeah, like I actually liked the album. It was solid. But in terms of like, you know, when it comes to sales and all that, I don't know how many album sales. Is it how many or how much? How much album sales? I just feel like I'm talking like a caveman. Me, no album sales. How many albums he sold? There we go. I'm not sure how many albums he sold this first week, but compared to like him on stream, because I feel like he fluctuate between, when I see him on stream, 20K to 30, maybe 40K when he really locking in subscribers. On Twitch, that's $5 a pop, right? I feel like if he even had half of that, bought an album, that's 10,000. That's at least 10,000 album sales. Like, you first week, you dig what I'm saying? Like, he got mad I don't know. I just feel like, but also you got to put in mind, like, a lot of people that subscribe to him do be kids, and they probably do use their mom's credit cards. And why is kids buying albums if they could just stream it on Spotify for $10 a month, $12 a month? So I get it. It's shaky. What they need to start doing is putting ads in the middle. If they start putting ads in the middle of streams, damn, I hope I'm not talking too much right now. I hope they don't actually try to put that out. But if they start like you listen, just think about it. You on Spotify listening to your favorite album. Press play. You hear track 1, perfectly fine. Right before you get to track 2, or maybe 10 seconds into track 2. Hey, do you ever watch? Hey, we're gonna get right back to your favorite track, but right after these commercial breaks. Like, if they do that, and then you gotta pay for the album for no ads, or I don't know, that might shake the game up. Then you have to buy the album. Damn. That shit might actually be a thing. Like, that could happen. I know they got that on Pandora, but all right, let's finish this video, bro. My head be going into different places and shit.
Who we can trust that's made great music in the past and been in the game and even written great music for other people, Apple Pie by Travis Scott, the whole song was written by him, is Wale. And Wale replies and he says he definitely tough. So DDG's, despite the fact that his numbers aren't looking great because he's not working the records, or he didn't work the pre-release. And by pre-release, I don't mean hyping, or I don't mean like, oh, pre-saves or something like that, because I think he tried to run that. But to stream a lot like first day, it's everything you do before the album. So there had to be anticipation and rabid anticipation for a project for a very long time. Like, and this is Spotify streams, mind you. So it doesn't include Apple Music, and it doesn't include YouTube or whatever platform people stream on. So this is strictly Spotify numbers that people were calculating for DDG, which if you take a look at how many songs were on the project, right? Like you take 15 songs, 14 songs, and 500,000, let's just say 550,000 divided by 14 per song, that's about 40,000 streams per song, which, considering DDG's viewer count on Twitch, he gets what? Anywhere from, I think he averages 15,000 plus. That's average viewers. So how many people are coming through it? But he didn't hype it up. And somebody, one of his fans who's got it as their profile picture, DDG, you got to send a DM to people. DDG's got to send a DM to people and give them recognition if they're putting his album cover as their profile photo. But this person posted in DDG's community and said, DD needs to promote the album more himself though, not gonna lie. And a fan replies and says, bro, he's blackballed from the industry. It's no point. It's a trend to hate on 5. It's sad as F. 5. I just keep remembering that meme. He's like, do it for me, 5. And then he said, you right, not gonna lie. I don't think he's blackballed from the industry. You just had Wale shouting him out, but you could say that Wale is quote unquote blackballed, which I don't believe is the case. But he doesn't get as much support. But when you look at features, he had a song with Gunna on this project. He also had a song with Blackboy Max, but that song already existed. But on Blame the Chat, he had Bia on there, which you could say she's not super industry. She doesn't get a lot of looks that other female rappers get, despite making much.
I mean, I don't know if those, like, I don't know if he blackballed, but that, I don't know if I would say that they're good. That's a good reason to say he's not blackballed. I feel like if he would have had like motherfucking Travis Scott, Future, you dig what I'm saying? Niggas like that, that's different. Gunna is big, but like I feel like a lot of people is not really, I mean, on the bandwagon of the artist that he's, I mean, they're mainstream, but they not, you dig what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to get it out, get the thought out, but you feel me, right? All right.
Better music than them. He had DaBaby, which you could also say is somewhat blackballed maybe, on the song Motion on Blame the Chat. He had Ty Dolla $ign and Rich the Kid. Okay, come on now. He had Kyle Rich and NLE Choppa. He had Offset. He had Rob 49. He had Wiz Khalifa on the album earlier this year. So no, he's not blackballed from the industry whatsoever. A fan quoted the tweet where he talks about the other guy saying he needs to promote the album more. And he said he didn't care to. His main objective was to drop good music for his core audience. That's why you don't see a press run or major promo. Just enjoy the music and don't get caught up in the numbers. And I think this is a fair take from this fan, or I think this fan is accurate, but it doesn't mean we're not going to focus on the numbers with DDG, because he would do this to anybody else, and he loves talking about the numbers. He set himself up for this. Like when Plaque Max dropped, people weren't grilling his numbers like that unless they were Plaque Max haters. That's really it. And I think Plaque Max did what, like 8K or something like that. Granted, Plaque Max is getting more support. With DDG, and this is the thing with streams too, we know them streams is real. With DDG at least. Otherwise, he would have made them higher. And I don't think it's okay to judge just the first day streams, because DDG is, hopefully, he continues to work that album, continues to talk about that album, continues to play songs from that album, and we should consider, like, yo, did a song pick up from that album a month or two later? And that's
break me down, and come on, man. That's all right. Come on, man. You know what I mean? That was one of them ones. Okay, he caught that for sure.
I think the beautiful thing about music, I don't know if I wanted to do a video. I just thought about this myself.
He got some shit
I think about this a lot, about how amazing it is now that tracks are able to resurface and become hits years later, mainly due to TikTok. Like, for example, Trippie Redd and Diplo's song Wish. That was not on the Trip at Night album. That was a song with Diplo that I think was on Taking a Walk. I remember Trippie Redd even did that acapella, that Audio Mac thing where people are doing it acapella with a band playing behind them. That song charted for the first time ever on the Hot 100 this week because of a TikTok trend. So even though, and DDG tried to do this earlier in the year when he was talking about, yo, this song's getting some traction, you know, I'm going to try to push it, run a campaign for it. I think the song was, I don't know if it was Motion or Pump 4. It might have been Pump 4. No, Speed. Yeah, he was considering Speed. But one of the other tracks ended up doing more over time. But he kind of just followed it. But Trippie, he's charting off of that song. So we should really consider it. Like, for example, DDG's album, if he gets a song that bangs and resonates with people in a month or in 2 months, the whole project could start selling 5 to 10K a week.
Facts.
Just based off of that, and can have more longevity.
All you need
so
is
that's one thing where I think people just look at DDG and either they say he's blackballed and they just look at it from a black and white point of view. But I just think DDG is not cooperating or opting out. I think not cooperating gives a bad image of, like, almost as if I'm accusing him of not wanting to cooperate. But I think he's just opting out of playing the major rapper or trying to be major rapper game. I think he realized he's got his own lane. He's got this interesting intersection of music, streaming, whilst also kind of trying to build his own group, which I think he doesn't need to do. Like, the guy's the star. DDG is not the facilitator.
Don't take W Glaze. Goddamn. All right. Not
He is not the Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross is a facilitator. He's always facilitated content. He's been willing to take a back seat to content and not be the center of the content. For example, like when Aiden Ross first started bringing rappers on or doing those E-dates, he let other people shine. And his interaction with them really grew his brand as a whole, but even like brand risk, right? Like he's more so like, oh, I don't need to be the main guy. I'll just eat. Kai Cenat, he's a hybrid, I would say. Like he is the star, but he also puts people on and then allows them to do their own thing. DDG, I don't know if there's anybody other than that girl Wendy Ortiz that he's put on that he sent her off on her own. She's killing it. Granted, she did have her own fan base, but he brought them to streaming. But other than that, a lot of the people that DDG tries to put on, they need to cling to him a little bit. Jay Cinco's done very, very well for himself, but Jay Cinco's not a star.
Damn, is that true? Who has DDG put on that's not attached to DDG and is still relevant? I don't know. I gotta think on that, but that's a good thought process. That's a good take.
are, not in streaming, especially not the viewer count that he averages, which isn't to knock him.
Cause like people that don't be with DDG no more, DDG be beefing with a lot of niggas. I'm not gonna say he beef with everybody that don't be around him, but it's like it be like, yo, unsubscribe to this nigga and make sure y'all spam I love DDG in the comment. Like he'll DDG be petty, so I don't know, but yeah, I don't know.
At all. That guy's really killing it. He's doing big things, but he's not averaging 5K plus on a regular or even like 10K, which is just, it's crazy that people think 10K is low now. Probably why a lot of people are botting. But yeah, I think DDG is still serious about music,
10K.
and I think DDG's doing the purest form of music right now. If he's spending money on beats and music videos and not concerned with getting money out of it, isn't that what you guys want? You want an artist that just loves it for the game and is just making music that reflects how they feel. And I'm glad that DDG is doing that. But let me know what y'all think in the comment. But also, yeah, we are not going to let him go for not, like, he's got to take it on the chin with the numbers. He's like, yo, it is what it is. You know, it's like something like that. He's not going to pretend like, damn, y'all focused on the numbers and try to play us like that. That's what
that nigga talk about. I got this, I got that, all the damn time in the beef. I got more money than them, so I gotta tell them like I got more money. How much money you got though? That is his go-to. But yeah, what was his first week streams? His first week numbers? Let me know in the comments if y'all know if they got that public or whatever. I don't know. Let me see real quick. Let me Google it. DDG Moo album first week sales. Moo did not have official first week reported. They don't got it yet. DDG blast fans over obsessed on first day. Yeah, I don't think they got it up yet. I ain't see it. I don't know. But it earned 563,000 streams on the first day. That's crazy. How many sales is that? How many sales is 563 streams? 1,000 streams. Cause that's a lot of goddamn. That's crazy work. 564,000 streams is equivalent to 376 albums. Yo, I cannot with this music shit. I'm done. I see why niggas buy bots. I see why niggas use labels to buy. Bro, this shit is crazy work, bro. 500,000. All right. 300 sales. Fucking crazy.